Dave Rogers here. I have a special guest. In fact, today's session with Financial Fitness, we're going deep into technical analysis with somebody with more than 30 years experience, somebody who has worked for some of the biggest companies in the world in the finance sector, someone who I went to school with in Japan. And it's really great because he is a technical analysis expert, and he's going to be sharing something that might totally change the way you're looking at the market. So I'm not even going to tell you too much about him. Yet what we are going to do is we're going to look at the charts. So off the charts. Welcome, mystery man. And what does this chart tell you?
Well, just to introduce you myself quickly, I'm Jim Smith. I'm in Houston, Texas. I run a company called GANN Analysis, LLC. You can find me at jamessmith@gannanalysis.net if you want to get in touch with me. But just to show you a quick example here, Apple, we're looking at seasonal change dates. And I know this might surprise a lot of you, but believe it or not, this is not a commodity like corn or soybeans. And yet it does respond to the seasons the same way, farmer is going to pay attention to the seasons for some reason. Don't ask me why. You will see a lot of stocks, including Apple, will change trend in response to the change of the season. And right now we're coming up on June 20th, which is tomorrow, Saturday, is the summer solstice. And it turns out there are a couple of things going on here. We're 90 calendar days up from low, and we're 90 trading days from high. So if you look at February 12th, that high on February 12th, you'll see that basically the brown line, a dotted line there, is 90 trading days. It says bars 90. That what it's saying is that's 90 trading days from high to high. And for GANN, the guy I'm showing you GANN analysis. This is all about GANN. And for GANN, time was more important than price. And it's the thing that's missing from a lot of people's toolbox. They look at price, they don't look at time. Even chartists, most of them are trend followers. They don't look at timing.
So we're saying, Jim, what we're saying is that GANN, who studied the markets for what, 50, 60 years?
Yeah, GANN was born in the late, I think it was 1878, and he died in 1955. And he was in his prime in his, 1900s, early 1900s. He did some incredible trades using his own methodology. And then he wrote about it. And that's what I'm showing you today is just one small tool. Of course, this is not all of what he did, but this is just one small tool that he used to analyze the market.
GANN analysis, again, as a former trader, someone who studied technical analysis, and you've really dived deeply into GANN. And again, you've been working with GANN for 20 years. What is GANN saying about Apple today? Let's keep this sharp. Let's keep this exciting. We're actually predicting something I have not seen in the market. You can go onto Wall Street. You can go into Tokyo. You can go into London. Yet you are the guy who's saying this weekend is a turnaround for Apple.
Exactly. Well, it doesn't mean it has to sell off forever, but
no.
At the very least, you're going to get a near-term dip. Monday, I wouldn't be surprised to see Apple down 5%, 10%. I'm telling you, it's going to be a big, and it's not going to stop. It's going to go down hard all next week. And the reason for that is you've got that 90 trading day cycle, you got the 90 calendar day cycle, and you got the summer solstice. And there's a lot more that I could show you, but I would rather, hold that back.
Exactly. So Jim, that's exactly where we're going to leave it as. We are probably going to be the only people on the YouTube to say, no, all these people saying Apple, Apple, Apple. No, we're actually saying, listen, this is the time when Apple's going to sell off. If you're a bull on Apple, you're going to probably have an opportunity in the next week to pick some up. Yet if you're also been doing some puts and you're actually, this might be an opportunity to ching because we having the solstice We're having some trends. In fact, you even talked about going back to 1929, but we're not going to talk about that today because that's your view from GANN, from James Smith, and the market that we talk about. That's it for today. You happy with that?
Yep, sounds good.
So let's call this to a completion. And thank you very much, Jim. And if you want to connect with James, I'm going to leave his details in the comments. I am inviting you to like, to add a comment, to add a question. I intend to regularly visit with Jim Smith to me, because we've been friends for over 30 years. And you heard it here, the only place on YouTube to talk about it is the time to get ready to buy Apple lower.